Visual discrimination is the ability to discern differences and subtle similarities between two different things. It is the ability to classify objects, symbols, shapes, and colors. Hey there, thanks for checking out this video. My name is Vashti from Hoyts at Home, and I'm a mom of 3 littles, ages 4, 3, and 1 years old. I want to carry on with part 2 of my activity bag series for 3 and 4-year-olds. If you haven't seen my last video, I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check out. Today, I want to share with you some more DIY activities that I have made, and I also want to share with you how I store and organize my activity bags because I just keep making them and it's becoming a lot and I can't really stop. But I have a solution, so I want to share that with you today.
Okay, so a lot of my kids' activities take place when I need to be downstairs or in the kitchen. So I keep them in a basket. I got these from, you guessed it, the dollar store. I use a few different storage bags as well. I like the ones with the holes that you can potentially put into a binder or combine it with other busy bags. I haven't had to do that yet, but I do like how the front is clear so you can see inside. I got these at the dollar store also, but where I'm located, they have been on really low stock lately, so I went ahead and got a 24-pack of these on Amazon. They aren't as big as the ones at the dollar store, but they still work for most of my activities. And these mesh zipper pouches I got off of Amazon as well, and they are for the bigger activities. These are the A4 size if you want to check them out. So I just store them in these baskets by age, and then I just keep it on this shelf downstairs as like a grab and go for the kids when they want them. This spot has really been working well for us lately.
So before I begin, I just want to put a disclaimer out there. Every child, every household is different. Some kids love busy bags and some kids just don't have the patience for them. And that is totally okay if that is your situation, because activity bags actually aren't really needed, but they can be super beneficial and helpful for you and your child if they love them.
I've learned that they are a great alternative to screens and watching TV. This past winter, we've spent the majority of our time indoors, so this has been a great way to keep them entertained. They have been great for when I'm trying to get things done around the house, like doing the laundry, making breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or even just cleaning up or doing the dishes. They are great for quiet time and for early risers. My son is always the first one awake, and so it gives him something quiet to do while everyone in the house wakes up. And my favorite is just being able to spend time with them, maybe have a cup of coffee in hand, and just watch them use their hands and their brains to think and to problem solve and to achieve a challenging task. Also, to be available to them and be in conversation with them. It's probably one of the most favorite things to do as a stay-at-home mom, just watching my kids learn and play.
All the materials that you'll see here today are from the dollar store. So with all that being said, grab a pen and paper and let's jump right in.
Okay, so for this activity, I just grabbed an ice tray and a pack of pom-poms. I don't know what it is about pom-poms, maybe because they are fluffy and bright, but my kids just love them. So if you watched my last video, this is pretty much the same concept as the other visual discrimination activities that I made, except now I'm just using different materials for tactile learning, and you will see that in the next few activities that I have here. I made these digital prints off of Microsoft Word, so it's been so nice that I was able to replicate the same ice cube tray that I already have. So basically for this, all you're doing is filling up the ice cube tray with the colored pom-poms to match each of the pictures on display. You can put the pom-poms in a bowl or a basket to make it neat and presentable, as well as tweezers to strengthen those finger muscles. Here we have opted for spoons, which is also a great way for them to work on their scooping and pouring skills. This is one of my 4-year-old's favorites and one of the ones that he gravitates towards the most. It's great because these type of activities can boost your child's attention to detail, as doing activities like this requires them to focus. It helps them to develop their ability to concentrate and notice fine distinctions and improve their overall attention span. Since this is one of my bigger activities, the mesh bag works really well, as I can also fit the basket in here as a good storage solution. So this activity needed a much bigger bag, so for now I'm just using whatever I have on hand to make it work. Those mesh bags also come in jumbo sizes, so maybe one of these days I'll get some of those. These Duplo blocks served us really well for a while there, and it was a really great find. They are super cute Duplo mini blocks, and they are smaller than the original blocks or the baby Duplos. When my son was really little, they were great for him to sort through, learn his colors, and use as an open-ended toy. They are super easy for those little hands to put together without the frustration. And we have since bought the real Lego blocks for him, so it's nice that I can still incorporate these as manipulatives into different learning activities for him to do. They were also super cheap, so that helps. So with this, it's just another type of visual discrimination game. Again, I used Microsoft Word, but if you have Canva, use that. Again, just printed them off and laminated the sheets. So basically what you do is just match the blocks in order to the picture on the card. It's just another amazing way to develop their visual discrimination skills, and most boys also love to build things, so this one has been really fun for him to do. This one, which is another printout I made, is quite straightforward. To make this more challenging for an older toddler or preschooler, using the tweezers will help. As they steady their hand to pick up the cube, they are working on their fine motor development as they concentrate on putting the cube on the proper color. If you have seen some of my other videos, you'll see that I use these colored cubes a ton. These have been such great manipulatives to incorporate into my activities. And as you can see, my printer was not working very well. So if a printer is something you don't have, you can always draw and color out these visual cards as well. This one is really straightforward and also the same concept as the other printouts that I made. It's just nice for them to use different manipulatives to keep things exciting, while still working on all the benefits that visual discrimination activities can bring. So here we are using dice and matching the dice to the pictures on display. I also like how you can get creative with these type of activities, and I love how I was able to incorporate patterns for pattern awareness, which is also really awesome for kids and their brain development. Last but certainly not least, I wanted to add in puzzles to these activity bag ideas. You don't have to make anything yourself, so wanted to save this for last. It is quick and easy to take out of the box and store into these bags. Storing puzzles in this way has been so easy to keep track of, so this has been working really well for us. I love that I can find really good puzzles at the dollar store, and every time I go, there's always a new puzzle that I know my kids will love. My son especially works on a puzzle probably almost every day. It is his absolute go-to favorite. So here I'll just give you an idea of the kinds of puzzles that you can find there. I don't think you will be able to find the same ones at this point, but like I said, every time I go, they're always putting out really good ones. Incorporating puzzles into your day brings on a whole host of benefits for your child. I would love to go into more detail on all those benefits, but I'm gonna maybe save that for a different video. So if your child is anything like my 4-year-old, adding in puzzles would be a great option.
So if anything I said or showed you today is something you're passionate about, I hope this video inspired you to get those creative juices flowing and run to the dollar store and come up with ideas to make learning fun for you and your toddler. If you liked this video, please consider liking and subscribing and hitting the notification bell. I have a ton of ideas to help make learning fun for both you and your toddler. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!